Good evening. Welcome back to Congress Place, Sophia, the headquarters of the People's National Congress Reform. And of course, this is the fourth update as it relates to the 21st Biannual Delegates Congress being hosted across the length and breadth of Guyana, including the North American region of the party. Quick updates for you at this time. Region 1, the polls have been closed. Region 2, poll closed. Region 3, poll closed. Region 4, East Bank, Agricola, the poll has been closed. Region 4, East Coast, Victoria, the poll has been closed. Region 4, East Coast, the second location, two locations there on the east coast of Demerara, both locations have since been closed. Georgetown, which housed the Georgetown district at Congress Place, Sophia, the polls there have been closed. Region 5, the poll is still open in Region 5. Region 6, the poll is closed. Region 7, the poll is closed. Region 8, the poll is closed. The count is completed, and the transmission of the results from region number 8 has been sent to this Chief Elections Officer, Mr. Vincent Alexander. Region 9, the poll is closed. Region 10, we're still awaiting confirmation from region number 10. The North American region of the party, which includes Canada and the United States, at 7 p.m. this evening, the polls there have been closed, and the information has been transmitted to the Chief Elections Officer for complete tabulation and, of course, the declaration that will be made thereafter. Of course, we continue to remind you that the People's National Congress Reform today, Saturday, the 18th day of December, is hosting its 21st Biannual Delegates Congress. The Congress commenced at 9 a.m. sharp this morning with remarks from the party chairman, Comrade Valder Lawrence. Immediately thereafter, we went into internal party affairs, in which the leader of the PNC, Mr. David Granger, and General Secretary's report were both played across the platform, in which the party members across the length and breadth of the country had an opportunity to hear those reports from the party leader and, of course, the party's general secretary. At 11 a.m. this morning, Mr. Vincent Alexander, who is the Chief Elections Officer, declared all offices vacant as it relates to the office bearers of the People's National Congress Reform, and declared the opening of polls. At 11 a.m. sharp this morning, all polls across the 13th remote locations across Guyana, including the North American chapter of the PNC, commenced the voting process. The vote in process commenced at 11 a.m. and polls closed at 7 p.m. In some cases in which you had areas which started their voting process after the 11 o'clock hour, those areas were given back that time. And as such, we have region number 5, which is still in the voting process. All of the polling stations had to permit an opportunity for the eligible delegates to cast his or her ballot. And of course, that was done. We continue to monitor all of the location via the Zoom platform, and the count is, as I mentioned, is ongoing in those locations. Immediately once the count has been completed, the statement of poll is presented, and of course the observers for the various candidates are given a copy of the statement of poll, and then of course the official statement of poll is then transmitted to the Chief Elections Officer, Mr. Vincent Alexander, who is and his team are doing the official tabulation of those results as they are made available from those locations. Earlier this evening, there was a power disruption across regions 3, 4, 5, 6. But of course, the regional locations where the count and vote is being had were all equipped with backup generated system. So it did not in any way disrupt the smooth flow of the voting and, of course, the counting process of all of those 13 locations of the PNC across the length and breadth of the country. We continue to monitor the vote count, and of course, we're hoping that as early as possible, once we get the information, we will invite the Chief Elections Officer, Mr. Vincent Alexander, who will then make the official declaration of the results. All right, so quick recap, 13 remote locations across Guyana, and of those 13 locations, 12 of those locations have since closed. Region 5 is the only location at this time still open due to a late start of their vote in that region. The North American region, which includes Canada and the United States, the polls have been closed for them at 7 p.m. this evening, and the results have been transmitted to the Chief Elections Officer. Region 8 has completed its vote and tabulation, and those results have been sent to the Chief Elections Officer. We now await the 12 locations that are currently counting their results, so that information can be transmitted to the Chief Elections Officer. And of course, we will update you when region number 5, the Mahaica-Berbice region, when their poll is closed. They had a late start this morning, so owing to that, those eligible delegates are given the opportunity to cast their vote in the Mahaica-Berbice region, region number 5. All right, so we continue to monitor the results as they come in, and of course, if there's any breaking update, we will come to you. So we don't have a scheduled time when we will come back live on this feed. Once there is a breaking news update, we will bring that to you immediately. So the count is on in 12 of the 13 locations. Region 8 would have already completed their count and transmitted their results to the Chief Elections Officer. My name is Christopher Jones from Congress Place Sophia. This has been your 4th update on the electoral process. We will be back with you shortly as results are made available. Stay tuned.